Damn microphone ain't the damn one. Yes, it is the Lowery podcast, man, and it is Thursday, July 24th, and today we are giving y'all a complete rundown of all of the things that we have gone over thus far in the podcast. In the show, as well as a rundown of all the stories that we might have missed. Today in the studio with me, I have been Ashley. For real, so say hello.
What's up, you guys? I'm here once again, baby.
To make sure she got introduced the proper way.
Thank you.
Yeah, she is in the studio with us today. So yeah, shout out to you for being in here in the studio with us. I do know you had some stories on the show earlier that you wanted to get into, so we'll try to get into those.
Okay.
Here in the podcast as well. We also not gonna try to keep this very, very long, but yeah,
this is like a rundown.
Yeah, just a rundown. Nothing too serious. A lot of stories. Like I said, break during the show that we can't get to during the show. So this podcast is kind of like an update on what we have found out, any breaking news stories like that. And we'll break it down. Even some of the stories that we might do on the show that we probably can't get like all the details on air. This will be the space where you guys can come.
Just a little extra. Yeah. Like if something breaks, a news break happen, we'll come back with this
breaking
part.
News, things like that.
Yeah.
If you have a topic that you want to talk about in particular on the podcast that we can't get to on the show or we don't address on the show, we will also be talking about those topics here. So if you want your question to be on the podcast, what you do is you go to you can either go two ways. You can go to the website at Lowery Live Show. On the website, there'll be a green voicemail tab on there. A red voicemail. I'm talking about green. A red voicemail tab. You can click on that real quick, record what you want to talk about, topics, taboos, any comments that you want from the show that we talked about if you want to comment on those. Or you can go to the IG page and do the same thing because all the links to the websites are in there as well. And all the stories that we talk about are also on the IG and the website too. So make sure you follow the Lowery Live Show.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's jump into some of these stories. I will let you lead as I get what I got in order.
Well, I have one.
Mix them up.
Basically, they want to clear the air that David and Tamla Mann deny the divorce rumors, and it's so crazy that I didn't hear none of this. I did not know none of this was going on about no divorce. But anyway, they said our love is true and we're still hanging together. It's been 37 years and we're still in love. I never would think they would get a divorce. Honestly, they built their career off each other like it's like a power couple.
I'm starting to think people just want to see people get divorced.
That's what I'm saying. It's like people want to see people doing bad and not, it hurting. That's so sad. That's how you get the most views. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but when you have the most heartbreak, bad news, it gets the most views. So when I had my YouTube page and I lost my job because of my health, which I really did. It got so many views. And like all my other stuff got views, but not as much as that one did. So some people pray off your downfall.
Do you remember, I don't know if you've ever heard this expression, but misery loves company?
Yes.
For all people, and I really honestly, truly, wholeheartedly do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
But
and it's sad.
Yeah. I had a story earlier this week, and I had people wondering what polyworkers was. It's a term that is now used. Basically, it's an everyday hustler. So polyworkers is workers who have two full-time jobs, and it's become very popular amongst people who work in IT and work from home. Mm-hmm. They have two full-time jobs because obviously they have skill sets too. Right. But in the story on Wednesday, didn't really get into details about it, but employees are starting to crack down on employers who have two full-time jobs or occupying two full-time jobs. And the way they're going to do that is they're going to start looking into using internal IT surveillance. They're going to use stricter employee agreements. So if you have any NDAs or things like that with companies where you can't work with their competition or things like that, that's going to be in the agreements. They're going to be doing more extensive background checks. And they're also going to be checking to see if you got duplicate W-2. So that's a big one because you can hide a lot of stuff, but when it comes to that IRS stuff,
man,
you really can't hide from it. So, a lot of y'all that do have like 2 full-time jobs, man, just know that they may be coming to crack down on y'all with those. Which honestly, I'm not mad at it because the way the job market is right now, man. Honestly, there's a lot of people out here who need jobs, and if you're occupying 2 jobs and somebody needs a job, man, come on now. Like honest, because it's bad out here right now. So that was a story that we broke on Wednesday. You got anything?
The video that was circling around with Megan Good and Jonathan Majors when they was in the gym together, and he basically insinuated that she was pregnant. I felt like that was kind of wrong, and I felt like she felt way uncomfortable in that video. Like, but you don't do that. Like, I really feel like you don't out a woman's pregnancy. That's her job to do that unless you have permission. But in that moment, she felt very uncomfortable, like she was put on the spot.
She did say she's ready to have a baby, though.
I know that. I understand that. I do understand that. But in the video, if you see her actions, her body response, it looks very uncomfortable. I'm gonna let you watch it.
Yeah, she does.
But it looks very uncomfortable how she started to go like this. Move her shoulders to the inside, cover herself up. Like, well, I feel like she was put on the spot. For sure.
I mean, it probably did catch her off guard. I mean, you are at the gym. You're not looking for somebody to come up to you asking you about a pregnancy and things like that.
You know that video got 5.1 million views.
Misery loves company.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of misery, a lot of people are mad at Kai Cenat and the AMP crew for their latest live stream tactics. Of course, because we are supposed to be on a big ass boycott. I'm so tongue tied. Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm from the city, but I'm a country boy. So excuse me. But his AMP crew, they got criticized because they did a live stream from Target to promote his brand Tone. But we were supposed to be on the big boycott.
The DI. Yeah.
So the question is,
wow, I didn't know that.
The question I'm asking is, if it was you and you had a brand and Target wanted to collaborate, would you do it? In this climate, would you really do it? And in Kai's defense, do you think it was more so of a securing the bag and the brand, or was it Target who got the win in this whole DEI thing?
It depends on how much he got offered. But still, people still gonna be, don't stand by that because they basically saying that they don't support Black people and they don't have to hire you, They can fire you for basically any fucking reason just because you're Black.
Honestly,
I do understand it, but Tab's in defense, because I was trying to figure out what Tab's gonna do. Tab is all about God, faith, and all that stuff. She said basically like she keeping her business in Target. That's because she's an independent, independent brand. So I do understand that that's where most of your money is coming from. But you also got to think about yourself.
I have a question.
Not everybody else.
It may sound redundant, but it would seem to me if we're on DEI boycotting Target and you don't want your products on the shelf, your products are stored somewhere. It's not like Target store. Well, they store some. They don't store all, but they store some in the back, to restock and things like that. But that's not where the bulk of the inventory is coming from. So I'm trying to figure out, and I don't know because I don't have a brand, but as a brand owner, I would imagine that I have some type of storage facility that my products have to come from to get to these stores.
What I'm saying. They probably are helping him with the manufacturing business, the manufacturing part, the storage part, get the shipping.
Well, that's a lot. That answers my question, because my question was going to be, why not sell and distribute yourself?
Yourself. That's what I'm saying. You have to have a big. That's a lot of money. You got to be able to hire a whole team. Let's think of Amazon.
True.
And think of his name. He's already.
Is it not easy to sell on Amazon?
Amazon don't support the DI either.
Oh wow.
They're part of it too.
Clearly,
which is horrible because I still shop at Amazon. I mean, it's kind of hard to not shop at these places that we depend on all the time, especially Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is truly. Amazon knew what they was doing. But see, Amazon wasn't Target. See, Amazon is a solely online business that sells and offers everything, even down to television. So
it's everything.
Target is a brick and mortar store that tries to thrive and survive online. That is something that we physically have to go to, whereas online is online, and Amazon is in a monopoly when it comes to that. So that was an anomaly when it came to DI with Amazon. But yeah, that was the question though. A lot of people were wondering, was it a bad security for Kai or was it a win for Target? In my opinion, I feel like
it probably was a win for Target. Well, both.
I feel like it was.
But you gotta. And that's if people still buy his product. I mean, if you ride it out constant fan, you're going to buy his product regardless. Because, you buy it off the shelf, that's helping him get money.
I don't buy everything that's endorsed by everybody. But
I'm not about to go.
Especially when you're popping off and you got stuff coming out. Nah, I'm good.
I'm not going to buy them. I'm not interested in the product, but I'm listening for others. They might be interested in the product that he's selling and might still support him.
But yeah.
I feel like he catered more to the younger crowd.
Yeah, me too. Because that Twitch crowd is very young, very young demographic. But so this was another one. Made me mad as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Burger King working in Columbia, South Carolina. 12 hours.
Yeah.
12 hours. Working by herself.
That's crazy. That's insane. Y'all don't have nobody.
And I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I got to go back and see when this happened. But if I'm not mistaken, I think this was the weekend that Beyonce was in Atlanta. And if this is the case, it makes so much sense.
Because you had somebody that worked there and they was over in a week.
Yeah. 12 hours though in a Burger King.
12 hours is insane.
And I also heard she closed down the drive-thru.
Yeah, she closed down the drive-thru. Of course, she can't do drive-thru and intake at the same time.
I would have closed down the inside as opposed to drive-thru. Because people coming in.
Yeah, that's a lot more work. Yeah.
And getting frustrated is a whole lot more.
But also they drive through you. Also they drive through you. Letting people just wait at the microphone, waiting.
But I let them know when they pull up. Welcome to Burger King. I'm here by myself. It's gonna take a while for you. Would you like to play?
Hours.
They already tell you when they ice cream machine and they told us ain't working. So shit.
They receive. I mean not CVS. Chick-fil-A definitely tell you when they.
But yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken though, I do think that was the same weekend as Beyonce. And if that's the case, y'all workers that work at the damn Burger King, y'all wrong as hell. And even the managers, the ones who do the schedule, y'all wrong as hell. Because
Beyonce first, baby.
Yeah, I mean, but still, come on now.
You gotta realize you gotta pay people more money.
Yeah, they do. These fast food jobs.
If they was paying them workers a lot of money or good money, they would come in and show up.
Yeah, and actually treat the job as something that they would want.
Because baby, I feel like every fast food worker got an attitude.
Every last one. Drake. What did I miss? Debuted at number 2 on the Billboard charts.
Oh,
Billboard
what did I miss?
Yeah, that's it. Came in at number 2. So shout out to Drake, man.
Drake coming back up, baby.
I've still been a Drake fan.
Yeah, I've always been a Drake fan.
The battle part was fun.
It was just funny. But
Drake, you did lose that battle, but I'm still a fan.
Kendrick Lamar.
Not gonna hold you.
Not gonna hold you. That song still hit.
Stevie Wonder. So I was supposed to talk about this Wednesday on the show. I actually opened up with this story and I did not get into it on the show. But Stevie Wonder finally tells the truth about his vision.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was wondering if you could.
Despite many jokes of his vision, Stevie Wonder finally settles the score. After being born blind, he says that I can't see. He can't see.
People really think they make.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you've ever seen Stevie Wonder without them damn glasses on, man, that shit look like some shit from The Hills Have Eyes. That's just. Yeah. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
I remember he used to be like he could drive. Remember he used to be like that. He could drive.
No, not only that. When he was cracking the jokes at the BET Awards.
That was funny.
Ray Charles moving out.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was
with Jamie Foxx.
That was hilarious. What else I got? What else we had this week? Of course, we want to say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne. And recently today we found out Hulk Hogan has passed away.
And then today we also found out that Ann Burrell from the Food Network passed away by suicide.
So yeah, rest in peace to all of those great people who have made impacts on all of our lives. Because we all
say this plenty of time. Money does not make you happy.
Does not make you happy. outside of finding out how she passed, Malcolm Jamal Warner's death was very tragic because
in front of your daughter.
To find out for one that he was with his daughter, and then two to be on vacation and honestly just enjoying yourself, and then all of a sudden your life is
tragic.
Gone. Like it's honestly, you do have to take every day.
It's like one day you living in the moment, next day you about to plan a whole funeral.
And it's crazy because now when you pass away like overseas, it's other stuff that has to go through to get your body back, and that's a whole other piece. That's not even included in like insurance and stuff.